If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.
Getting older is automatic. Getting better is not. If you're going to get better, you have to become intentional. We literally go through life thinking that somehow the experiences of life itself will cause us to grow in our personal life. If you and I are going to get better, it's because we are intentional in our life. You see, intentional living, what it does is it takes good intentions and turns them into good actions. If you and I are going to grow, we have to grow on purpose.
We have to constantly ask ourselves the uncomfortable questions. I mean, is the world better for me having been in it? And if the last few years have taught me anything, is that rather than change the world to better suit our needs, how can we change ourselves to better suit the world that we all live in? Thoughtfully examine the roles we play and how to best be of use and to be of service.
Vision can become blurry, and so you have to watch what you think you saw. There are times things happen in your life when it feels like you failed. You didn't fail. You got a lesson. But the lesson won't be understood until later in life, and you look back and say, I needed that thing happen to me so that I could become who I am today. It may not feel like it, but you can't understand what isn't brought into focus because your imagination is limited to what's in front of you. You have to get a purview, something bigger than what's in front of you, and see life as segments, that the opening scene, the credits might be playing, but what's inside of me is a movie, a masterpiece, something that I must remember that I'm not a role player, but I am that star. And the more that I rise, the more I orbit and set an atmosphere around me of people with the same mindset. Stop believing just what you see and start writing the scenes yourself.
It don't happen overnight, and there's gonna be moments when it's really, really frustrating, and there's gonna be moments when it's really, really inspiring and empowering. And if you get too high off the highs and too low off the lows, you know, you're gonna take yourself on a ride that's very, very uncomfortable. I think it's just about being committed to the work and appreciating it, you know, when it's good, and not stressing too bad when it's bad, just appreciating the work and staying focused on showing up every day.
Let me ask you a question. If you're able to stand in someone else's shoes and look back at yourself, are you someone you would admire? If the answer is yes, then congratulations. But if the answer is no, why not? You already know what you admire in other people, so become someone you would admire. If you admire people who wake up early, wake up early. If you admire people who build businesses, build a business. If you admire people who don't drink, don't drink. You already know exactly what you need to do. You already know all the actions you would need to take today, this week, and this month if you wanted to improve your life. Because they're the actions you admire when you see other people doing them. Admiration is just a signal for what we know we should be doing. So be someone who does the sort of things you admire in other people. And slowly, you'll start to earn your own admiration.
A setback is a hidden opportunity for learning or redirection. The story isn't over. This chapter is simply setting up the next one. That's a beautiful thing. The story is not over. We just have to set up for the next chapter. In that setup phase, some things have to happen. You're gonna have to be pressured, pushed a little bit, maybe thrown around, because we're setting you up for the next chapter. And that's not an easy process, but we don't want ease. And I'm always gonna repeat this. We do not want ease. We want growth. We want evolution, right? We want healing. We want to be better. So understand what comes with that. Challenge, adversity, discomfort, setbacks, maybe sometimes heartbreak, failure. But we embrace it all with the right perspective, with the right attitude, and with a grain of salt. Because we understand that everything that is happening to us is also happening for us. Come on. Everything that is happening to us is also happening for us.
The biggest regret of the dying is never becoming your ideal self. I do believe that we're thrust in a world that we don't fit in. And I believe the journey is that a lot of people sell you a bill of goods along the way. That if you get some awards, you mean something. You go to a certain school, you got it. You got the right zip code, and you swim through all that filthy swill until you come to the really, really stark conclusion that I want to leave this earth becoming who I know deep within I am supposed to be. That it transcends status.
The greatest challenge of tomorrow's success is today's success. And the only way that I can keep reaching my potential is to give up today something so I can have something greater tomorrow. Your life is a series of trade-offs. Everything that you need in life and everything that you want in life, but you don't have it, the reason we don't have it is because it's outside of our comfort zone. So what do we have to do? We have to get out of our comfort zone. Trade-offs are all about getting out of your comfort zone. And the higher you go, the higher the price.
The wounds others have left behind are part of your story, but they're not the whole story. You get to decide how this chapter ends. Do you let the pain define you, or do you let it refine you? Do you let the heartbreak harden you, or do you let it teach you? Do you let the wound fester, or do you let it heal? You have the pen in your hand. You have the power to write a new chapter, one where the pain doesn't hold you back, but pushes you forward, one where the heartbreak doesn't close you off, but opens you up to something greater. The strength in healing isn't easy. It's messy. It's uncomfortable. It's a process that takes time and effort and patience. But it's also worth it. Because on the other side of healing is freedom. Freedom from the pain, from the bitterness, from the wounds that once held you back. You are not your pain. You are not your heartbreak. You are the person who faced it, who survived it, who is still standing in spite of it. And that is strength. So take the time to heal, to grow, to rebuild. And when you're ready, step into the next chapter of your life with the quiet, unshakable confidence of someone who knows they've turned their pain into power. Because you have, and you will. When someone hurts you deeply, profoundly, it leaves a mark. Maybe it was betrayal. Maybe it was rejection. Maybe it was the slow unraveling of trust, one thread at a time, until nothing was left. Heartbreak, in all its forms, isn't just emotional. It feels physical. Like a wound you can't see but carry everywhere you go. And the hardest part? The world keeps moving. People tell you to move on, let it go, forgive and forget, as if healing is as simple as flipping a switch. But it's not that easy, is it? Because wounds don't heal overnight, and some scars linger. But here's the truth. You can heal. The wounds others have left behind, don't have to define you. They don't have to be the story you carry for the rest of your life. Yes, they hurt. Yes, they've changed you. But they don't have to break you. Healing doesn't mean forgetting what happened. It means finding the strength to move forward, not in spite of the pain, but because of it. It means turning the heartbreak into wisdom, the hurt into resilience, and the scars into proof of what you've survived. The first step to healing is to stop pretending you're okay when you're not. There's no strength in denying your pain, no bravery in hiding your wounds. You can't heal what you refuse to feel. So, let yourself feel it. The anger, the sadness, the disappointment, the loss, let it all rise to the surface. Cry if you need to. Scream if you have to. Write it out. Talk it out. Let it out. Because holding it in will only bury the wound deeper, making it harder to reach when it's time to heal. Acknowledging your pain isn't weakness. It's courage. It's saying, this hurt me, but it won't destroy me. When someone hurts you, it's easy to internalize their actions, to think, maybe I wasn't enough. Maybe I deserved this. Maybe it's my fault. But let me be clear. The wounds others have left behind say more about them than they ever will about you. Their choices, their actions, their betrayals, they don't define your worth. Your value isn't diminished because someone failed to see it. Your light doesn't dim just because someone else couldn't handle its brightness. You are more than what happened to you. You are more than how someone treated you. And you have the power to reclaim your sense of self, no matter how broken you feel right now. Every heartbreak, every wound, every betrayal carries a lesson. It might be a hard one, an unfair one, but it's there. Maybe it's about setting boundaries. Maybe it's about recognizing red flags. Maybe it's about learning to love yourself enough to walk away. The lesson is what you take with you. The pain is what you leave behind. Holding on to the pain won't protect you from being hurt again. It will only weigh you down. So, take the lesson, carry it forward, and let the rest go. Not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve freedom. Healing isn't about going back to who you were before the pain. It's about becoming someone stronger, someone wiser, someone who's been through the fire and come out the other side. Start small. Focus on rebuilding the parts of yourself that feel broken. Spend time doing the things that make you feel alive. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, who remind you of your worth, who see you for who you are. This is your time to reclaim your life, to take back what the pain tried to steal, to rebuild yourself into someone who doesn't just survive, but thrives. Scars tell a story, not of weakness, but of resilience. They're proof that you've been hurt, yes, but also proof that you've healed, that you've endured, that you've faced the pain and refused to let it consume you. Your scars are your strength. They remind you of what you've overcome, of the battles you've fought, of the person you've become because of them. Wear them with pride. Let them be a testament to your resilience.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.